Network security controls. Control B.2. Most organizations obsess over what comes in. This is the control for what goes out. Here's the breach that proves why that matters. December 2020. Attackers linked to Russian intelligence pulled off one of the most significant supply chain attacks in history. They compromised SolarWinds, an IT monitoring platform, and pushed a poison software update to around 18,000 organizations, including multiple U.S. federal agencies. And for months, almost nobody noticed. The attack was elegant. Attackers hid malicious code inside a legitimate SolarWinds update. When organizations installed it, a routine, trusted update, it quietly installed a backdoor called Sunburst. 18,000 networks now had a sleeper agent inside. And here's the part that matters for this control. Sunburst didn't smash anything. It called home. It sent data out to the attacker's servers, and received instructions back, for months. Egress filtering, controls on outbound traffic, could have caught it. But the SolarWinds server was trusted internal tooling, so its outbound connections were never inspected. Everyone was watching the front door. The data walked out the back. So what are network security controls? If architecture, B.1, is how the network is built, these are the rules and tools that enforce policy on the traffic: firewalls, intrusion detection, egress filtering, web proxies, DNS filtering. The active enforcement that inspects what actually flows. Without them, your servers can reach the internet with no inspection at all. DNS, a favorite channel for malware calling home, goes unmonitored. Firewall rules pile up over years, never reviewed, full of broad any-to-any permissions. And trusted software becomes your biggest blind spot. At the affected organizations, the gaps were consistent. No egress filtering on server traffic. DNS queries not monitored for anomalies. Firewall rules never reviewed for how permissive the outbound side had become. And third-party software was implicitly trusted, its traffic treated like any other. What does good look like? Egress filtering by default. Unknown outbound destinations are blocked, and servers can't just dial the internet. DNS logged, with alerts on newly registered or uncategorized domains. Firewall rules reviewed at least once a year against a documented policy. All web traffic through a proxy. And intrusion detection running current signatures. How does an auditor test it? You request the firewall rulesets and hunt for broad any-to-any rules and rules with no business justification. You ask for evidence the rules are actually reviewed. You confirm intrusion detection is deployed, updated, and its alerts are actioned. You test whether a server can make arbitrary outbound connections. And you check DNS is being logged. 5 lessons. 1. Assume trusted processes will be compromised, inspect their traffic too. 2. Egress filtering matters as much as ingress, inbound only is half a control. 3. Review firewall rules regularly, they grow broad and messy over time. For a logged DNS, it's a cheap, high-value signal for malware calling home. And 5. Test your controls from the inside. Can a process on your server reach the open internet? Find out before an attacker does. Network security controls is Control B.2 of 38. I'm walking through every one with the breach that proves why it matters every week at marcoweb.org. Subscribe to get them in your inbox, and try the free ITGC audit tool.